Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ahsan Ali and currently I'm working as an associate professor at Lahore Business School, University of Lahore, Pakistan. My area of specialization is human resource management. I have published multiple research papers in different international ABS and ABDC impact factor journals. Right now, I got an opportunity to give a keynote speech at this prestigious conference, and I am very much feel glad and happy. And by taking this opportunity, I would like to share with you a very interesting topic that is actually have some kind of tradition. But the main purpose and the main motto of this use these traditional concepts, and you can apply such concept into the current digital era in the current contemporary approach. And we can say that right now we are in the artificial intelligence age, and everything is converting on a very rapid pace on this. You can say that artificial intelligence and Power BI, Python, and very well renowned concepts. So the basic thing is that you can understand traditional approaches, you can have an impact of such traditional concepts on the contemporary things. So now I'm going to share with you the screen, and the topic of the today's session is about administrative management, timeless principles for a digital world in the context of ICEMGD, the name of this conference. So I'm Dr. Ahsan Ali, and this is my official email address. If anyone want to communicate with me through email, then this is my email address. So the contents of today's session are meaning of administrative management, origins of administrative management, fuels, key principles, evolution, and the relevance today. So basically, Henry Fayol, the founding father of the administrative management concept, the philosophy, then some kind of examples of modern applications, the administrative management in the digital era. So actually, what is administrative management? I think so all of us are fully aware that for every kind of research, for every kind of concept, or we can say that in our daily routine life, firstly, we need to forecast or we need to just work on a plan, right? So we can say that to forecast and to plan, then to organize the things because we have a multiple resources with us, like the finance is a resource, human is a resource, and multiple resources, information, knowledge, etc. So you need to organize the plan, which is actually in scattered form. The prediction is in scattered form. You need to organize that. To organize, then you need to command some kind of person is suitable that can lead that particular plan. Then you can coordinate, communicate with the all person, all stakeholders of that particular plan, and finally need to control the things. So once you can say the Henry Fayol said that these alignment is very much important, starting from the prediction till the controlling of that plan. So I'm going to share the name and the founding father of the administrative management, Henry Fayol, 1841 to 1925. The contribution of that person is not unforgettable, right? So pioneer in management theory who once said, as I just talked about earlier, like that to manage predictions, forecasting, and plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and finally to control. So this single statement captures the essence of administrative management, right? And sets the stage for the discussion today. Basically, our today's discussion is entirely based upon whether you are working in 2025, or you can say that your founding father are the persons who are some decade backs, like done their businesses, also have these kind of administrative management concept with them. Without these fundamental concepts, nothing is possible, whether you are in the artificial intelligence age or you are in the back centuries. Then the need for each and every aspect is very much important. So origins of administrative management, that I think so the main generic concept we have covered. These are the five primary functions: forecasting and the planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and the controlling. Like we can say that starting from the first, like forecasting and plan. So forecasting and planning means uh, plan for the future. Like right now, we are, let's say, day one, and we want to talk about after 3 months, after 6 months, after a year. So it depends upon the time duration of the plan. So what we can say that this is our target, and we're going to achieve that particular target with the help of our resources. The most important leading resource is a human, right? So forecasting and planning is very much important concept. Like you, firstly, you have a plan in your mind. Then, without organizing, because having a multiple resources, definitely the basic requirements, but you can waste your resource, right? You can duplicate usage of that particular resource. You can ultimately just have some kind of disaster if you're not going to manage your resources. So basically, to attain your plan, to attain your prediction, you need to organize each and every resource that you have, like how many finance is required, how much information you can use, how many talent you are going to deploy in your organization. So multiple questions came into your mind. Then command. Command means a leader, a person who can take responsibility with authority, that can actually utilize all such kind of things. Coordination, the communication is very much important, because without communication, if you are not going to able to deliver the idea with the rest of your persons who are working with you, so you are going to be fail. And finally, the controlling, the what you plan, what are basically your targets and where you are. So difference between targeted and the actual situations. So if the difference is very low, then you can say that you are actually attaining your target. So multiple things that came into your mind while you are planning, while you are organizing. So most important thing is that when you are talking about the implementation of your particular plan. So the five primarily functions that administrative management concept have. Henry Fayol's principles are actually 14 principles. So out of these 14, I have just shared with you the leading ones. The actually in our current era, we can use such concepts. For instance, division of work, right? Division of work are sometimes we can say that a specialized task. For instance, if you're having a specialty in a work, then you are suitable to performing that particular work. For example, I can give you an example of automobile industry, where the assembly line is there and the persons are just going to assemble the automobiles, cars, vehicles. So every person is so much proficient that with the help of some kind of instrument, the person is going to be tightening the screw, or you can say that the assembling the body parts of that car. So like I must say here that if you're just going to be assign a task without the vision of the person, like maybe you can just hire a blind person having some kind of specialty, so that person can be capable to perform that particular task, because the person having a so much proficiency or expertise by doing the same task repeatedly. So anyway, division of work is basically assigning a task to a person that is capable, that is proficient in that particular task, is a very much important thing. Authority and responsibility. A very important thing is that sometime we are going to assign some kind of responsibility to any person, but we are not going to delegate the authority. So this is not a fit thing. You need to provide equal authority along with the responsibility, then the things will be handled. So authority and responsibility equation must be equal. Discipline, every employee must respect rules and the agreements. Like you need to follow the tradition, the norms, the culture, and especially the rules and regulation which organization actually assign you to work under that particular rules and regulation. Unity of command. Unity of command is just like a unbroken linkage. Like every person must be linked with another person, like who is their boss, who is a subordinate, a chain of command, we can say that, unbroken linkage. And that linkage is called as a scholar chain, the last point written here. But the point is that the unity of command must be there. Then, sorry, then I must be able that who is my boss, and I'm answerable to whom. This kind of things must be there. Unity of direction. Teams with the same objective should be led by a manager and one plan. So unity of direction must be there. For example, you're working in a group, you're working in a team, a leader is with you, and all of you are putting your effort in a single direction. Then the synergy concept can emerge. The 1 plus 1 equals 3. Otherwise, if the members are having some kind of individual or the personal goals, then there is no possibility that a collective task can be greater than the individual one. So in the way, the social loafing concept emerge, where the 1 plus 1 equals 1. So it's mean two persons are working, but the output is equal to 1. That is not required, by the way. We need unity of direction, every person owning his or her responsibility, working positively towards the attainment of the goal, and that is actually the main purpose. Centralization. The centralization means every authority lies with the top management. Sometimes it can be a debatable issue, like centralization is not encouraged. Yes, in most of the organization, the multinationals and the companies were having some kind of a mega structure. So decentralization concept can be more feasible. But at a par of any organization, if the organization employer just want that the authority lies under his or her control, then the centralization concept may prevail. So it's a debatable thing, depends on the situation. You can balance the mechanism, like how much decentralization must be there and how much centralization is there. But anyway, centralization is a concept where the top management person having all kind of authority, and every person is going to be asked each and everything, maybe from the top level, or sorry, from the middle level, or from the functional level. Every person is going to be uh, answerable to the top management person. Scholar chain, as I already discussed with you, a clear line of authority should run from top to bottom, like the communication. You must be aware, but from the top to bottom communication, from the uh, bottom to top communication. So both communication is basically with the help of unbroken linkage. So that is known as a scholar chain. Okay, evolution and the relevance of the today. The organization today may appear flatter, more flexible, and the technological driven, the underlying needs for maybe we are in a latest era, but still we need such kind of things. What kind of things? Clear division of responsibilities, right? Very important thing that every person is fully authorized, having some kind of responsibility, and every person having a responsibility based upon the, we can ask that this is your current progress and you need to respond back to us if the things are not according to our requirement. Well defined reporting lines. A chain of command must be there, like who is the boss, who is the subordinate. This thing must prevail. Though you're going to use simple structure, metric structure, flatter structure, any kind of structure, still the things must be there. Operational procedures, like the procedures, the SOPs, standard operating procedure must be there. The TORs must be there, because you need to track each and every person. Maybe you are in present era or in the history. So I think so I'm going to aligning the things from the traditional till the today's era. And the leadership authority, again, accountable leadership authority, like leader is also answerable, but the authority prevails with the leader, because organization assign some kind of responsibility to the leader, so leader must be answerable. Okay, now we have some kind of examples of modern applications. For instance, Google, a very well-known brand, it encourages innovation and autonomy, but it maintains clear authority structure for the project decisions and the performance accountability. Like we all are on the same page that Google is basically having a decentralization of authority that actually encourage innovation. that encourage the some kind of delegation of the authority towards every level, maybe the middle level or lower level. Because one of my friend is working in the Google company, and he's communicating with me. The company is basically targeting the innovative ideas. The company is basically accepting or adopting the things which is new to them. So based upon that thing, the company is actually delegating authority to his to the employees of the company. So actually, this is how it can maintain the main things, and also company is focused on clearly authority structures. No bypass of the structures are there. The project decisions and the performance accountability is there. So keep in mind these kind of things. The company who is leading all the companies in a way, but still have some kind of administrative management principles. Toyota, another example, famous of its lean production system, everyone knows, integrates principles like division of work, again division of work, the responsibilities equal to the authority, continuous improvement, like the concept of Six Sigma, error-free production, right? So within a structure and the hierarchical frame. So this is how the leading companies, the companies who are in the now, you can say the digital era, in the era where everyone is working for the leading things, for competition is there, but still they are focusing all kind of structures. So digital era means, I'm going to sum up the things in a way that where administrative management fit in. It precisely because all that particular system of the organization still require structures. I'm talking again and again. Define roles and responsibilities. The reason behind that, for example, if you are going to hire an engineer, if you're going to hire a doctor, that you can assign a title like this is a doctor, this is an engineer. So the roles, expectation came from that person, particular person. Doctor is basically going to diagnose a patient, is going to treat a patient. Engineers is basically going to structure the buildings, the interior decoration, the exterior one, the map development, etc., etc. So the point is that role and responsibilities. The whenever any designation came into your mind, role expectation emerges. Like this is a person, the police officer, then this person is going to perform a duty for the security of the citizen of that particular country, nation. So this is actually a role. So roles and responsibilities are there. Effective coordination mechanism, communication, right? There must be no communication gap between any kind of thing. For example, sometime most of the organization believing that this is our confidential information. Yes, the information can be confidential, but the information which is not confidential, most of the companies are believing that this is also confidential one. For example, what is our budget of this year? Sometime organization are thinking that, oh, this is our confidential thing. But once you are not sharing with your main stakeholders, like this is some kind of things, we have some kind of limitations. We can't buy these things because of having some kind of deficit in our budget. So then they can easily understand. Otherwise, if you are just hiding the things, if you are not communicating in a good way, and you're not providing increments or incentives to the employees, your employees become dissatisfied, right? So best way is that to communicate with them, okay, right now we are in a financial crunch. In the next year, we're going to like allocate a good increment. So just we just you can take understand the situation, and inshallah in coming days you will get more benefits, right? So this is how the companies can get confidence of their employees. Reliable chain of command and control. Reliable chain of control and command and control means unbroken linkage. Every person is answerable. Sport, or you can say that provide some kind of feedback to their subordinate and the subordinate to the supervisor, right? So you can take the example of COVID pandemic, though it can be some kind of 5 to 6 year back. But the thing is that because we are talking about digital era, so by just a single day, every company is shifted on some kind of online mechanism. For example, as far as education sector is concerned, they quickly move on the online classes, right? Online meetings of different corporate organizations, because human is basically a very god gifted person. Human have a capability to quickly understand the situation that came in front of them. So those organizations who quickly adopt the system, then they survive. Most of the organization are basically have a, some kind of a great failure. So the processes, administrative processes, the reporting hierarchies, the decision-making protocols still remain same in the digital era, in the online mechanism, and in the traditional type of things. Finally, I'm going to leave you with this thought. While our tools and technologies evolve, the need for clear, thoughtful, and human administrative remains at the heart of successful organizations. So, this is my last thing I want to, you can say that came in front of you. You just think over it, and it's a very good to talk with all of you. If you just want to get some kind of information, or you just want to share some kind of things, give your feedback, then my email address is with you. You can email me, and it will be a great honor to me to respond on that, to collaborate with any one of you in research, because I just talked about my area of research is human resource management, organizational behavior. So I love to work with the international community, with the international researchers. Thank you very much. And I just want to say goodbye.